Greetings. I am back with some messages. um, we have just celebrated a new year here in the South. So instead of saying Happy New Year, I'm going to be that girl and say Content New Year. Why content? Because as unconditional love pours in and it's going to continue to pour into us even more, we are simply holding space between the tensions between what is, what isn't, what has already been. And we're just grateful that as we see all aspects, we allow ourselves to go through the process. I didn't really know how much of a break I needed up until life gave me that break. So I was extremely grateful last week for just naturally needing to prepare myself for this new year. A lot has changed, and yeah, it just you can feel the energy in like the collective space. It feels really good. It feels really good. So reporting back with some messages today that some of you might need to hear. This is about relationship that is held between time, expectation, and abandonment. Now, when we look at time, we look at how time can become linear and how it is also non-linear, because the non-linear holds a process that is unknown, and the linear has expected processes that are known to happen. If this particular circumstance happens, then this is going to be that particular outcome. But more often than not, because we're going through this human experience, there are so many things that go off tune, basically, right? Because you don't know what you don't know at the end of the day, but you do know what you do know at the end of the day. And when we look at abandonment, there is this collective energy that is pulling through of how you expect to be abandoned. And not only do you expect to be abandoned, you expect to abandon yourself. Because what happened is when we look now at abandonment, we look at how your guardians, your parents, your protectors, you would have, if they didn't gift you their time willingly, once again, you would have tried to control time. So if you equated no time to you don't deserve my time, and you could have also equated it to abandonment, that yeah, you're not deserving of my time in those aspects for the things that you don't even know why they aren't present in that moment. Then what would happen goes back to that book I keep talking about, Women Who Love Too Much. Please get yourself that book. Even men can read it. It goes back to every single situation that happened in your life as a child, wherever you felt you lacked a love and affection, you would try to control it. So you will recreate aspects of it, and you will try to control it by projecting a story that, one, I'm always going to be abandoned. So you're telling yourself that, and then you are drawing into your space or magnifying into your space people who are also trying to heal that wound within themselves, right? From a different perspective. So in controlling time, you are trying to see whether they think that you are good enough. Do you understand? And this is you seeing that, am I good enough? Because in you wanting them to spend time with you, and them too, but we're talking about you now, in you wanting to spend more time with them and that not happening, it is a mirror reflection to say, are you still abandoning yourself, or are you still willing to abandon yourself for love? Because what will happen is when it comes to romance, you would replicate that in the aspect of saying this could be or should be the easiest way in which love comes towards me, but you're controlling it, right? Because you are expecting a certain story to play out in your life. And up until you realize that this is you helping you heal through these different people that you've brought in, then you'll just keep expecting them to abandon you because you felt abandoned, and then you'll try control it, and then you won't feel good enough, and it just goes into a loop. So the solution for that is to not escape yourself, is to not abandon yourself, is to learn how to be with yourself, to sit with the discomforts of when you bend over backwards for other people to be able to um, get their love and affection, right? This is about you now pouring into yourself. This is a stage where we are at, where it's not about them. They've just come here to help you heal your deeper wounds within yourself. And now we can be in gratitude. That's why I said be content. We are content for what is going to be, what has already been. And yeah, you can take whatever resonates with that message, but we're sitting now with time, expectations, our stories about our abandonment issues, and how we're trying to control others' time to prove that we are worthy. But you already are because you're here. You understand? So it doesn't matter how these things are playing out. Just be grateful that it's an old story and it's an old narrative that doesn't belong to you, but belongs on the collective um, sort of space and field. Anyway, sending love.